What's good, everyone? Nightcase here. So I got a quick update for you guys. This is in regards to my new World Eaters build, and I'm getting ready to blow the dust off of all of my old World Eaters army, and I'm going to be redoing this army. Actually, I'm going to be rebuilding a whole new Warhost for my World Eaters, and they're going to be in the original World Eaters colors. And I have a story for that. This is my prototype here. I'm going to try to make this as quick as I can. I just wanted to kind of give you guys the background. I have two characters that I'm developing. This is my Primarch Angron over here, and this here is my first character. This is going to be the Deamon Prince of my Warhost. His name is Skyrak the Slaughterer. And just a quick story about Skyrak. He became a Demon Prince during the Horus Heresy. He's one of Angron's closest sons. Skyrak was a captain in the Legion, and he was charged with absolutely butchering the librarians of the chapter after Angron sided with Khorne. After that happened, Skyrak was renamed Skyrak the Slaughterer. There's another thing that's special about these guys, too. In Skyrak's case, he has this immense hatred for other Khorne lords that kind of perpetrate that. I mean, they see themselves as following the Blood God, but Skyrak believes that if you don't share the blood of Angron, that you're false. And so he collects those skulls and he offers them up to Angron. It's really just an excuse for him to go on a warpath. But anyway, that's the story for Skyrak. And the other character, his name is Drager the Ever-Chosen, and that's my second character, which I haven't done yet. Drager has an interesting story too. So he's Skyrak's lieutenant. He's going to be in Terminator armor. And Drager was around also just before the Great Crusades began. And Drager was the one that offered the statement to Angron that originally the Legion was called the Warhounds. And Drager told Angron that the Warhounds were going to be the Eaters of Worlds. And it was at that time, and that's documented actually in the World Eaters history, it was at that time that the World Eaters name started being used. Angron referred to them as the World Eaters Legion. But something special that I've written about Drager, Drager is he was the 9th company captain. And in Drager's company, his assault company, Angron used this assault company a lot because Drager was an absolute madman. He was a butcher. And Drager had this ritual that he used inside of his company called the Blood Rites. And it is where, on the eve of battle, when the Great Crusades began, before dropping down on a planet to bring them into compliance, Drager would require everyone in his company to paint their armor white. Their armor had to be snow white. And he would gauge their worth by how much gore and bloodshed that they caused on the battlefield. And those that returned from the battle, having not shed very much blood, their armor not being bloody, Drager would take their heads. So he was an absolute butcher, and Angron loved him. So these two guys became Angron's chosen. Thus the name, the Chosen of Angron. So these two guys, Drager also has another small story about him. After the Horus Heresy ends and Angron becomes a Demon Prince, Skyrak becomes a Demon Prince, and they all go into the... Drager becomes a host. He becomes the host to 8 of Khorne's heralds. So his armor, his white armor, is warped and is bleeding all the time. And the faces of these howling heralds you can see in his armor. I'm going to attempt to do this conversion and see if I can do this where you actually can see the faces in the armor and try and have his armor bleeding. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it, but I'm going to give it a shot. So anyway, those are my two lords for my Chosen of Angron World Eaters. So I'm going to get started on Drager. Like I said, this right here is Skyrak, the Deamon Prince. This is Angron. I'm going to get started on him pretty soon. So, and this is my prototype. Now, this prototype's not done. Still need to do some highlighting on the blue. Right now, the blue is just kind of flat. I'm going to do some highlighting on the blue, and I'm going to finish cleaning up the lines on the white, but he's definitely bloody enough. So that's going to be the character of this army. The other thing, really quick, two other things. One, I'm going to do something kind of crazy. I'm going to try and field this army the way that they fought in the Great Crusades and in the Pre-heresy. I noticed in like a lot of the documentation, the World Eaters had a lot of jump packs. So my World Eaters, my Chosen of Angron is going to be a deep strike army. So I'm going to field 3 huge units of Raptors. They're going to look like Berserkers with Pre-heresy jump packs. And I'm going to field 3 huge units of Terminators and a Terminator Lord and a Deamon Prince. Actually, I'm going to be changing Skyrak and putting wing on him. And they're going to all be deep striking. So, and then I have to figure out how I'm going to field my artillery. And so I have an org chart that I've developed for this army. And so this is my org chart, and I'm going to do the same thing. Every model in this army is kind of becoming a trademark for me. Every model in this army in my Chosen of Angron is going to be named. So really quick, my Deamon Primarch and his Bloodthirsters, Skyrak the Slaughterer, he's the Grand High Warlord. Lord Drager, the Ever Chosen, he's going to be the Lieutenant of the Warhost. Then I have Greater Demon Gardrak the Bloodied. Okay, then I'm going to have 5 squads of 8. I'm sticking to 8 because it's Corn's number. 5 squads of 8. These are the names of the 5 squads. I'm going to have the Possessed Marines 5 squads of 8. I'm going to have 4 Dreadnoughts. I'm going to have 2 Chosen squads for Skyrak, 2 Chosen squads of 8. And I'm going to have 2 Chosen squads for Drager, 2 Chosen squads of 8. And then my troops, I'm going to have 8 squads of 8. Berserkers, and these are the guys here. Those are going to be the names of the champions. And I am going to name every single model. And then my Raptors, I'm going to have 5 squads of 8 Raptors, and these are the champions here. And my Havoc squads, 4 squads of 8 Havoc squads. These are the 4 squads, and then I'll have the Fowlers, Predators, and Vindicators. Now, really quick, because I'm trying to hurry up, there's 2 other things real quick. I don't want to run this over. I noticed that on Games Workshop website that they have a, I don't know if you guys remember the old Eye of Terror book during the Eye of Terror campaign. They released the Traitor Guardsmen, the Mutants, and the Plague Zombies. I guess this is going to be another video, but if you guys get an opportunity, you'll see what I'm saying. Go to Games Workshop website, go to Apocalypse Expansion, and click on the articles there, and you'll see the Eye of Terror thing there. So one of the ideas that I have for Drager for my Ever Chosen, because he's a lieutenant really, I'm going to have cultists. I'm going to have mutants. I'm going to have like all of these guys that kind of worship him as like this, as this blood god in a way, as this blood lord. And so I'm going to have like during our campaign, we're going to have, when I do my World Eaters campaign, he's going to have his little minions running around. So anyway, I'm just kind of digressing. So check it out when you get an opportunity. I think it's awesome that they actually went back and started putting that stuff out there. The Plague Zombies that they have out there, Plague Wind, if you're hearing this, the Plague Zombies in close combat, if you are killed by a Plague Zombie, that enemy model becomes a plague zombie. You put down another plague zombie model in its place for every enemy that you kill. Absolutely brilliant. Games Workshop, awesome job, awesome job. The last thing I want to show you guys is right here. This is a nice little gadget that I've developed here. This is my smoke plume. I went to Michael's. It's a candle cup lighter, and I just put the cotton around it. It lights and it kind of blinks, and so it looks like it's burning. I'm going to field a lot of these with my army. So when we blow things up, we'll make sure that things are burning. So this was just a little project, a little side project that I started on. Anyway, this has gone long enough. Just wanted to kind of give you guys an update of what I am planning to do with my new World Eaters. So I have two big projects, the World Eaters and the Flesh Terrors. The next video I'm going to do is going to be about what I'm going to do with my Flesh Terrors to try to counter the Plague Wind's incredible shooting army. His Death Guard army can put down a lot of firepower with those 4 obliterators. They're just brutal. I think I got an answer for it. Hit you guys back. Peace out.